Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And let's just get right into this review. So this episode picks up where the last one left off, where they were at Lemmy's pregame party and everybody was having a really good time at first because obviously they don't want to make a bad impression and fight at the CEO's party. So they were trying to be on their best behavior, but when the replacements came, Bigg Keva and Tinkaabellaaa ended up getting into it. Now here's where the confusion comes in for me because I really didn't understand why the two of them got into it at this party. They said that basically Bigg Keva was talking to Tasiki, and that's when Tinkaabellaaa walked over there and she asked Tasiki if she was good, and Bigg Keva did not like that, so she asked Tinkaabellaaa why she's always asking somebody if they're good, and that's the reason why they say the two of them ended up getting into it. Now they didn't even get to fight, so to me they made a big scene at this man's party for no reason at all because security was literally in the way and Bigg Keva was going off. Now the two of them did not get to hit each other at all during this fight, but I don't know if that's true and we just didn't see it because in her confessional Tinkaabellaaa was saying that she actually did swing on Bigg Keva and she connected, but I did not see that in the episode. So if you saw it, let me know down in the comment section. So because they ended up getting invited to another party of Lemmy's, Natalie decided that she was going to put together another house meeting so that everybody can talk out their issues so that when they go to Lemmy's party, there's not another fight. But like I've said in damn near every review that I've done for this season, the only reason why Natalie puts together these house meetings is because she wants some drama to break out because she knows they're going to end up fighting because you're putting everybody who doesn't like each other all in the same room together. So when Natalie gets most of the baddies in the same room together, she starts telling them that they need to start handling their issues like grown women. And then Natalie ended up saying something about not having scissors in your hand, and basically Rolly was confused by that and she ended up asking Natalie what she was talking about, and basically Meatball came forward and said that she was the one that has scissors in her hand because she doesn't want to have to fight somebody multiple different rounds. So basically she's talking about the situation that happened between her and JL because in last week's episode they tried to make it seem like the reason why JL left was because her brother asked her to, but then JL ended up getting on her social media page and saying that it was because of Meatball why she got sent home. Apparently Meatball did not want to have to fight her, so Meatball was going to try to use scissors or a blade on her, and that's the reason why she got sent home. And if that's true, which basically Meatball kind of confirmed that during this house meeting, then I feel like Meatball should have been the one to be sent home because it's not a JO problem, it's a Meatball problem because on this show you're going to get into fights with people, and what if somebody gets into a fight with Meatball and she has a blade hidden on her somewhere and she ends up using it on somebody in a fight? That's not safe. That's very dangerous because Meatball told Natalie and the other baddies that she had the blade hidden in her wig, so Natalie said that from now on they have to check people's wigs for blades, and I just don't like that they were laughing when Meatball was saying this stuff because it's not a joke. I think that she was really seriously going to use that blade on J.O. had the two of them gotten into a fight. But we also know that Zeus is really messy, so even though Meatball is a huge risk because we don't know if she's going to use something on somebody if she gets into a fight, she has more drama in the house than J.O. does, so obviously they're going to keep the person who's going to have more drama than the person who really doesn't have any. Now here's where Natalie ends up asking Tinkaabellaaa what happened between her and Keva at Lemmy's party, and basically she breaks down what happened between the two of them. She said that her and Tasiki was dancing with each other, and then all of a sudden Tasiki started texting really fast on her phone, so she ended up asking Tasiki if she was good because she felt like something was wrong because of the way that she was texting on her phone, and Bigg Keva ended up turning around and telling her that she's always asking somebody if they're good, and obviously that ended up causing a fight between the two of them, and that's why they got into it. If that's really what happened, like if Tinkaabellaaa is really telling the truth, then Bigg Keva did start the trouble between her and Tinkaabellaaa, and for that she's very messy. They could have gotten themselves kicked out of the party and also kicked off the show, all because of a fight that actually didn't even get to happen, and all because they got into it over something so stupid. So Natalie ends up bringing in the replacements, and when Bigg Keva walks in the room, she walks up to Tinkaabellaaa and she ends up asking her if she can put her drink down so that the two of them can talk. Now pause. I saw a lot of people saying that they felt like Bigg Keva really wanted to have a conversation with Tinkaabellaaa. And listen, I do think that Bigg Keva wanted to talk to Tinkaabellaaa, but I also think that she either wanted to fight or she knew that they were gonna fight based off of her confessional, because she said that the reason why she told told Tinkaabellaaa to put her drink down is because she needed them to move to where there was more space so that they can have a conversation. And I think she wanted to be where there was more space so that the two of them can fight. And so I do think that she wanted to talk, but I think she knew that things were going to end up turning physical. And things did end up turning physical because Tinkaabellaaa ended up taking her drink and tossing it in Bigg Keva's face. And then the two of them started fighting each other. To me, this was a really weird, awkward looking fight, okay? Because after Tinkaabellaaa throws the drink in Bigg Keva's face, she runs towards her and she has her head down. So she's not really able to fight because she can't see what's going on. So she's swinging at nothing. She's missing all her hits. Bigg Keva started swinging. She was missing all her hits. And then she grabs Tinkaabellaaa as Tinkaabellaaa is lunging forward towards her. And the two of them end up falling onto the floor. Now, when they're on the floor, they're kicking each other at this point while security is trying to pull them apart. So to me, I wouldn't be able to say that either one of them won because I really don't think either one of them was doing anything. But if I had to choose, I guess I would say Bigg Keva because at least she keeps her head up when she's fighting. And I don't know why Tinkaabellaaa always puts her head down and she lunges towards people. That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, after this somewhat fight between Tinkaabellaaa and Bigg Keva, Natalie is trying to play mediator because she wants the two of them to hug it out so that they can go straight to Lemmy's party. But neither one of them wanted to hug things out. I don't even know why Natalie put that on the table for them to do that because it's very clear that they don't like each other. So the hugging would obviously be fake. But neither one of them wanted to talk. And so they basically said that they were done with the situation. Now, they all end up going to Lemmy's party and they're all having a really, really good time. Like, they were having so much fun at this party and I actually enjoyed watching them have a good time. It was a nice little break from all the fighting that goes on. But when they get there, they see E.T. is there and I was kind of confused as to why E.T. was there because I thought that because she was leaking people's phone numbers and addresses online that they weren't going to ever have her back, but surprisingly they did. And I actually would like to see her back on the show. Like, I wasn't a fan of her last season, but I would be interested to see her come and shake things up a little bit. And surprisingly, when the girls went up to her, she was crying and she wasn't in a bad mood. She didn't want to fight anybody. She kind of wanted to work things out and talk things out with everybody. And I like that everybody was receptive to that because I don't feel like you always have to hold a grudge against somebody. Like, you don't have to be friends, but we don't have to fight every single time we see each other. So I was surprised that E.T. and Sapphire were able to have a conversation without fighting because they definitely did fight at the reunion. And then I was also surprised to see Tasiki go up to E.T. and the two of them talk things out. They even hugged each other and I was actually glad to see that as well because although they got into a big fight at the reunion, like that was the biggest fight at the reunion, I think it's good for them to let it go because at this point they already fought multiple different rounds. There's no need for them to fight again with each other. And Scotty, she ended up talking to E.T. as well because she said that E.T. leaked her phone number and random strangers were calling her phone, cussing her out. The two of them laughed about it and they talked it out. So I was glad that everybody was able to work out their issues with E.T. Now, not everybody because there's still an issue between Rolly and E.T., but the two of them did not talk at Lemmy's party in this episode. Now, E.T. did say that she heard that Anna was talking about her kids, so she definitely has an issue with Anna, and I definitely feel like something's going to happen between the two of them at some point this season. If it doesn't happen some point this season, then I think it'll definitely happen at the reunion if they don't figure it out. Now, Bianca surprisingly also ends up showing up at Lemmy's party, but she came there on a different type of time than E.T. did because she definitely showed up ready to fight. I think she had one of her friends or one of her sisters with her. She said she had somebody with her, okay? And the reason why she had this person with her is because the last time she seen all these girls, they were all ganging up on her and they were all kind of trying to jump her. So when Asian Doll and Sapphire are up at the DJ booth because Asian Doll lost her phone, Bianca ends up coming up to Sapphire and she ends up asking her if she wants to fight. She wants to fight Sapphire because the last time they saw each other, Sapphire was begging her to fight. And I think that the reason why Bianca didn't fight Sapphire when they went ATV riding a few episodes ago is because everybody was surrounding Bianca and everybody was yelling at her and against her. So she probably thought that she was going to get jumped. This time she has one of her friends with her. So if anybody tries to jump in, she has some backup and that's the reason why she's ready to fight this time. Unfortunately for Bianca, she ended up getting escorted out of the party and she never ever got to fight. Now, after Bianca is kicked out of the party, everybody is having a good time dancing and partying, but there's some more drama that ends up taking place, and this time it was with DJ Sky, Scotty, and Biggie because there was too many people on the stage, okay? And somebody, I don't know if it was security or one of Lemmy's friends, but somebody was yelling that there was too many people on stage, and Natalie started yelling that there's too many people using the microphone, and Biggie was saying that the reason why she was on stage was because she was trying to get the microphone to shout out Lemmy for his birthday, but she claims that DJ Sky and Scotty would not let her do it. Now, she's arguing back and forth with Scotty and DJ Sky, and basically Scotty is trying to tell Biggie that she was not trying to prevent her from getting the microphone. She was trying to move a phone that was plugged into a charger out of the way, and Biggie just made it seem like she was trying to stop her from using the microphone. And look, all I have to say about this situation is that Biggie over-exaggerated it. I don't think anybody cared to hear her get on the microphone anyway, and to me, I don't feel bad for her because she does things to other people and then she doesn't like it when people do things back to her. She's always trying to make it seem like somebody's bullying her all the time when we've seen her bully people numerous amounts of times since she's been on the show. So look, I'm over her drama. I feel like there's going to be some drama between her and Scotty again at some point because they were yelling back and forth. Tasiki was over there. I don't know if Tasiki was over there because she was trying to defend Biggie or if she was just trying to see what was going on. I don't really know, but I think that whole argument that they were having was stupid. Honestly, I think that the next episode that comes out next week is going to be more interesting and more entertaining because obviously Natalie ends up setting up a sit down between Rolly and ET and it ends up turning physical. And then she puts together a group dinner and you see Nunu, who's actually a replacement, going at Anna because she put her hands on Mariah Lynn's mother. Now, I think that Nunu needs to sit that one out because if somebody's mother put their hands on her, I think she would have reacted the same way Anna did. But I'm interested to see what happens in next week. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Baddies Caribbean. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all, and until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.